It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. I am thankful that you are joining me today for my Dream Theater report. Y'all, last night I went to my very first Dream Theater concert. It was in Philadelphia at the Met, and I had a lovely time. In fact, I need to get rid of this hat and put on my new hat, at least for today. I got a new Dream Theater hat at the show, mainly because they did not have Doug sizes in shirts. So I got a hat, and I am happy to have the hat. Had a wonderful time. Went with a couple of my friends. We had a lovely dinner before the show, and I have some footage and some pictures to share with you, and I hope that you enjoy it. But stick around for afterwards because there may be a cameo and some special stuff, and I will share with you my thoughts and reflections about my experience after this little footage. Here we go. Okay, I am recording. All right, so we are rolling up for Dream Theater like the macho men that we are. Fucking minivan, y'all. So Matt, the bouncer of the group, you have listened to the entire set list, at least from the recent concerts. And what's the second song?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. What is 6 o'clock?
One of their really old songs.
I was going to say,
Really
the
old?
opening song from the third album.
I haven't heard that one yet.
It's a good one.
So that's what you're looking forward to? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to leave early because I'm looking forward to the Count of Tuscany, which apparently is going to be the encore, if that stays consistent. So we got, there's G, we got Philadelphia coming up.
Philly Skyline.
Philly Skyline. We'll see you soon, Philly. We have made it to Philadelphia, safe and sound. I have my Hey Y'all hoodie on, and I am excited for Dream Theater, y'all. But I am also excited for some Greek food. We're going to Zorba's, and we're going to behave because we don't want to be too weighed down and heavy for the show. We're also adjacent to Eastern State Penitentiary here in Philadelphia, so if there's any shenanigans, you'll know where to find us. Okay, so we're here at Zorba's, and we see that there's Matt. Hi, Matt. There's G. And the first thing that happened, we see the owners who know us. We are frequent patrons here, and they say, "What? No wives?" I'm like, "Not tonight." Dream Theater.
Could this be the end? Is this the way I die? Sitting here alone, no one by my side. I don't understand. What did I do to deserve this? What did I do wrong? I just don't understand.
Hey everybody, it's Jordan, and I'm backstage at the end of the Philly show. It was an awesome concert, and I was really happy to have Doug there. And I'm sure he has a very cool review because Doug knows music. So he's going to tell it to you like it is. Anyway, we'll see all of you on the road.
Jordan is so nice, isn't he? Thank you, Jordan, for recording that little message for me. I had a wonderful time. I really did. In fact, y'all, let me talk about Jordan a little bit. I have never seen a rig like that before in my life. A rotating keyboard is one thing, but when you can tilt it and show the audience like your hands, the way your hands are working, it was a really fun experience. I had never, normally keyboards, you're set. The board is horizontal. But Jordan is playing by his own set of rules, and it was a lot of fun to watch the entire band do their thing last night. I have a couple of thoughts and reflections. The first thing, many of y'all know that I have a line of communication open with Jordan. I did an interview with him back later last year when the new album came out, and so we've been chatting a little bit, and I sent Jordan a note last Saturday just to let him know that, hey, I was going to be attending the show on Tuesday. And he starts writing back to me. Now, this is last Saturday. And I believe last Saturday the band was in New York at the Beacon Theater. And in the 7 o'clock p.m. time, in the 7 o'clock hour, local time, Jordan's writing back to me on Facebook. I'm like, dude, you have a concert to do tonight. I can wait. But it was great to hear from him. I was hoping to be able to chat some with him personally and meet him and some other members of the band after the show, but it was not possible. COVID restrictions are still in place, and the buses were well guarded, as they say. So after the show, it was so wonderful. We're on our way home. And we live about an hour away from the venue. And we're on the interstate about, 45 minutes after we get in the car. And I get a message from Jordan. I'm not bugging him. And Jordan's like, hey, did you like the show? And I'm like, yes, thank you. Shouldn't you be partying right now or attending to other things? But it was wonderful of Jordan to think of me after the show and to reach out in the way that he did. So I am very thankful to Jordan for doing that. So nice to be a part of our little channel here. Let's talk about the set list, y'all. I have it pulled up here. They started with The Alien, which I have heard. And then 6 o'clock was next. And our friend Matthew, that was the one that he was really interested to hear last night. He said he liked it. They went to Awaken the Master, Endless Sacrifice, Bridges in the Sky, Invisible Monster, About to Crash, and then a song called The Ministry of Lost Souls. And of all the songs last night that were new to me, that was the one that made the most impression to me. I really enjoyed that one. And then they finished with a couple of epics, y'all. They did A View from the Top of the World from the latest album, and then a little bit of a break, and then they came back for The Count of Tuscany at the very end. And that was my favorite of the entire night. I know it the best, and it's a really wonderful, epic song, and they played the butt out of it, y'all. Couple of other reflections and thoughts. I found it interesting that Jordan asked me, how was the sound in the house? Was the mix good? And I responded by saying the mix was great, but it was loud. It was really, really loud. And so I was shocked, absolutely shocked that my phone, iPhone, right? So the footage that you saw was me, putting my phone right up there. And it was so loud. I had earplugs in the entire time. Well, 95% of the time. I took my plugs out to really hear what was in the room without protection for about the last song and a half, because I really wanted to have unfettered oral access to that last song. And gosh, it was loud. My ears are still ringing, and I used protection for most of the evening. And the one thing that I thought of, well, the phone is amazing. It must have some sort of compressor that was able to get the mix. The sound on the phone from my footage sounds to me better than I remember it sounding in the room, mainly because of just how loud it was. I think that the band loses something when the sound in the room is that loud. I know that they have the sound dialed into their own monitors exactly the way that they want it, and they're doing their thing, and it sounds great to them. And meanwhile, most of the people around me were wearing ear protection. We were on the floor. We were about 20 rows back, and I was observing folks during the concert as well, and most people had stuff in their ears to protect themselves. And when you do that, y'all, it's like spending $10,000 for a great speaker system, a great stereo, and then muffling it with a pillow, and then trying to enjoy the music. They have the ability to turn down the decibel level a little bit and allow us to really hear the nuances of what is going on. The crowd engagement was milder than I was expecting. I'm a relative newcomer to concert experiences of heavy metal music, rock music, especially in venues that are small like that with big time amplification. And with the Tool show that I saw a week and a half ago, and then this one, I was expecting for the energy level to a person, to a fan that was in the arena, to be really energetic and all in on the music. And what I have observed is mostly not that. The people that are way up front are the people that are partying, but especially like with the Dream Theater show last night and the Tool show a couple weeks ago, many people standing, which I would expect, and just intently paying attention. There's not a whole lot of excess talking. There's not a lot of people checking their Twitters, during the show. People are paying attention, but they're quiet, and they're standing, and they're locked in to what's going on. And with these two particular bands, it makes a lot of sense to me because they're doing very intricate stuff. And the people that are fans that want to come hear their musical heroes play this stuff live, they're paying attention. And we can't hear it. We can't hear it well enough if the sound is that loud. Now, in the arena, the big arena that has like 15,000 people for Tool, it was loud, but we were far enough away that the sound was actually very enjoyable at the Tool show. That close last night at Dream Theater, it was overbearing. The mix was good, as you could hear in the clips that I took on my phone. The mix is good. You can hear everything. I wish you could have had the bass turned up a little bit, actually, because I was watching John over there just ripping it up, and you couldn't tell all of the sophisticated little things that he was doing because it gets lost amid this immense sound that's in the room. Other than that, that's just my basic, thoughts on the entire thing. I thought that they played for a respectable amount of time. They did a great show, a lot of stuff from the new album, but some old stuff. And my friend said it's been a while since they've not played anything off of Images and Words, or that sort of stuff. But really enjoyable show. I just have some critiques about how loud the sound is in the room. All they have to do, they have the mix dialed in. All they have to do is just turn it down a bit. And that will allow folks to listen without the need to have their ears protected. And we can hear everything, and it will still be plenty loud. Okay? So I don't know if I am a nudge for complaining about how loud it is, but based on all of the people, or most of the people that were around us, I think I'm onto something here, because everybody was behaving in a similar way. And even on my social media, when I posted, my hat, in the picture, they said, did you remember to bring your earplugs? Like, everybody knows. It's like common knowledge, right? And Jordan knows. He was asking me about it specifically. He was like, how was it? And my answer is the mix was great. It was too loud. And other than that, I just thoroughly enjoyed the show. They are off into Jersey, actually, today at a venue that is closer to me than the one was last night. But alas, I can't go again tonight. That would have been fun. But that's my Dream Theater experience, y'all. I met several fans of the channel that came up and said hello to me. That was a surreal experience, by the way. My first ever Dream Theater show, and people are like, Doug. I'm like, yes. And a lot of people said hi and shook my hand, and I very much enjoyed that. So thank you to Dream Theater for the great show, to Jordan especially for providing a little cameo in today's video, and to the Dream Theater fans that have said hello and kind of accepted me as one of your own. I am glad to be a part of the Dream Theater fandom, and I can't wait to get to some more Dream Theater songs and music here on the channel. But that's all for that's all for today. That is my report, and I very much enjoyed myself at Dream Theater in Philadelphia last night. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.